again today talking about trail ready racing beadlocks. If you guys remember, a year ago I bought a set of these for the Land Cruiser project, and everybody back at that time said those would look amazing on the RZR. I absolutely agreed. They just weren't making them then. So now fast forward a year later, trail ready racing is now pumping out side by side wheels. Flow form, made in America. Knew I had to have a set for this car, and I think you'll agree they look freaking amazing. These are such high quality, beautifully finished wheels. You definitely know where your money's going as soon as you open the box. So today we're going to show you how to get them mounted. Obviously I did the set that's on the car. I saved the fifth, which is my spare. We're going to get it thrown up there, but you need simple hand tools. It's not a hard job. Take your time, have a little bit of patience, and you don't have to pay somebody to get this done. So we're going to go through it step by step. In each box, you're going to get your wheel, you're going to get your beadlock ring. I've got a center cap here, all black with the TR logo in the middle in chrome, which looks really nice. You're going to get a bag of valve stems, and then of course all your nuts and washers to seat your beadlock ring on your wheel. So guys, let's just go ahead and get to it. Alright, well it doesn't get a whole lot simpler than this as far as the items needed to get these wheels and tires mounted. Guys, I've got some Dawn dish soap and water here in a spray bottle. I've got a rubber mallet. You're going to need a torque wrench, optional, but I like to use a regular socket wrench to get started, and a 1/2-inch socket, and your 5-gallon bucket. That is all you need to get this done. Let's go ahead and get to it. Alright, so step one before you even think about throwing this wheel into your tire is don't forget to get the valve stem installed first. Alright, there's a couple of rubber grommets, 2 nuts on the back side. I'm going to show you guys how to get that done. Alright, so we've got our wheel turned around so you can see the hole for the valve stem. I've got my valve stem, the 2 nuts that are going to go on the back side, and the cone washer. I'll explain that in a minute. And this has 2 rubber grommets on it. It's got one with a little bit of a flange, and that's going to stay on the outside like that, and it's going to come in from this direction, and that rubber is going to fit right into the hole. We're going to turn it around so that the valve stem kind of faces upwards in this direction instead of down like that. So we're going to go like this. Alright, so you've got your rubber grommet there. The other backside rubber flat washer is going to go against this side, just like that. And then you're going to take your cone washer with the cone facing up, and you're going to put it against the rubber washer. And there's no torque specification on this, guys. All they recommend is don't over tighten it. You're just going to tighten down this nut until that rubber washer starts to bulge, basically. And you don't have to go crazy tight on it. You don't want to over tighten it. You're just going to do it just a little bit until you get definitely a visible bulge in the washer itself. Go probably just a little bit more. And that's good right there. So I've just got a nice bulge around that rubber grommet on the bottom. And you're going to take your second nut, and it's just going to be a lock nut. You're going to tighten it up against the back side of the first one just a little bit. Guys, and that is it. Your valve stem is installed. We'll go ahead and get this wheel mounted onto the tire. Alright, so before you mount this tire to your wheel, or whatever tire it is you're going with, in this case we've got a set of Tensor DSR 33-inch tires. Really excited about them. They are 3 pounds lighter than my previous 32s, and they're an inch taller, so I'm really excited to try these out. Anyways, before you get too far, you want to identify which side of the tire is going to face the outside of the car, and if your tire is directional. These Tensors are non-directional, but I want the white lettering to face outside or away from the car. And you're going to face that side down against the ground. And we're going to install the wheel from the back side. And if anything, this is going to be the most difficult part of the installation, depending on how thick or how hardy your carcass is. And I found these ones to be pretty stiff as far as the fit, so you're going to get to laugh as I wrestle this wheel into this side. So we'll go ahead and get started. Alright, so we've got the outside of the tire facing the ground, and we've got the outside of the wheel going downward with it. So I've got my soapy water solution, and you're just going to like really generously, you don't have to hold back, spray the bead of the tire really well. It'll dry quickly too as you work, so don't worry about doing too much. And I also went ahead and just sprayed the wheel itself. So I found last time and this time that giving it just like a really nice kind of heave-ho to get started, and then basically just looking really silly, wiggling all my weight all the way around it, I finally will work it in place. So I just kind of give it a smack, and then we'll just keep working it until it goes. Not terrible, probably freaking hilarious to watch. But you just want to, if you can keep a knee on it, keep a little weight on one side and start working the opposite sides back and forth and just kind of watch. It eventually pops in, so that one wasn't too bad. We're going to get it flipped over and we're going to start the other process. And you're just going to go ahead and set it down just like that. Alright, so the first step is we want to get this bead seated around the bead lock itself. So you're going to use your rubber mallet and just kind of smack it around until you see that it seats all the way around here evenly and the lip is the same size on your tire. And that's it. It's really easy. You're going to see it seat down as you go around. You just smack it lightly like that. So I've got the lip of the tire all the way even around the perimeter. Looks good. We're going to go ahead and move on to getting the beadlock ring set up. Same thing I did on the Land Cruiser with the beadlock ring, just offsetting with the TR logo, Trail Rated Racing logo, opposite side of the valve stem, just like the way that looks. And you're just going to kind of set it somewhat centered, you know, where you think it's going to be. Seeing all the little holes down there, we're going to line up the nuts, and then we'll go ahead and start dropping some washers and our nuts through there, and we'll start hand tightening, just getting them seated. So I found this tire to be a little bit thicker than the KM3s that I threw on the Land Cruiser. So it takes a little bit more pressure to push down on this beadlock ring to start to get these nuts threaded. So I'm just going to drop in a couple of washers on opposite sides so I don't bump something and they go flying everywhere. I'm just going to try to get a couple of these started by hand, and you might have a little bit of distance between you and getting it, but we're just going to just barely get it started. And I'm going to do one on the opposite side. Don't over tighten it because you'll have a little bit of trouble getting these ones to get down there, at least with, again, this set of tires that I have. That one started as well. And you just want to work your way around. You may not have to do them individually like this, or you might, depending on your application. And that one started too. So that's all I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get all the washers dropped in, and the nuts, we'll get them just, again, just barely threaded by hand, and then we'll move on to the next step. Alright, so now we've got the beadlock ring on there, mounted. All the nuts are seated just by hand with this half-inch socket. And this is the part where you're going to take a little bit of time and you don't want to rush. Just slow down, go ahead and do it right. Trail Ready says to torque these down to 22 foot-pounds. We don't want to just start with 22 foot-pounds. Do it in phases so that way everything seats evenly. So we're going to start with 10 foot-pounds. We're going to work opposite sides in kind of a star pattern. We're going to go to 15 foot-pounds, and then we'll go ahead and finish at 22 foot-pounds. So we're just going to start working our way around. Once you've got pretty much all of them cranked to 10 foot-pounds in that star kind of pattern you were doing, go ahead and you can just do it in a circle as a double check. and then we'll move on to the next torque. So before you make the final torque adjustment, everything's set at 15 foot-pounds evenly. You can stick your head in the wheel and just kind of look around the beadlock ring and the gap between it and the wheel. And right now it's obviously really small, but you're just looking for it to be even as you do this. And when you do this kind of system, it should be even. So everything looks really, really good. So I'm gonna go ahead and set my final torque, which is 22 foot-pounds. Again, we'll go back to the star pattern, and then we'll do that final circle around just to double check they're all the same. And you're almost done. And that is literally how simple it is. So I'm just going to go ahead and get this cleaned up. I got all my sweat all over it. And guys, you're pretty much done. We're going to leave it up here. We're going to see if it holds air, which I'm pretty sure it's going to. And you're going to be able to move on to the rest of your wheels and tires. How simple is that? So I've got a really bad fitting on this hose. I think I just got sand in it out in Glamis, but we're going to go ahead and get this popped on here and should hold air. Let's see. Heard the bead pop on the other side. I just like to take it up to like 25 pounds, just to make sure it holds air overnight. A little bit more than I'll run, but we'll just get it all the way up there. Alright guys, I think we can agree that is a very straightforward installation process. It takes maybe 30 to 35 minutes of wheel and tire to get it done. And these wheels look phenomenal. Guys, go check out Trail Ready Racing. Links in the description. I'm so happy with them. I'm going to get this thrown up on the back of the RZR. We've got a mammoth trip coming up in just 4 or 5 days. Be looking out for that video. Super excited to run this wheel and tire setup. Check out these DSR 33s, see how they do. And yeah, appreciate you guys. Hopefully you found the video helpful. If you did, think about subscribing to the channel. We'll have more videos as we get closer to riding season. Thanks guys, and we'll catch you on the next one.